Hey, what's up, you all? It's Jay Prissy coming at you again. I'm hoping that I'm not going to have any technical issues with this computer. But all I'm going to say is this. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to your girl. And also click those thumbs up button. Now, I'm just going to get into Houston Beauty episode 2 and 3. Episode 2 was just basically about the freshmen coming in. They get freshmen, I guess, every Monday, every first of the month or something like that on a Monday. I guess that's what it was. But anywho, all I'm gonna say is Miss Quinsley came in that doll baby looking fabulous and everything else, and some people was not feeling her and her bold personality. She was already getting into it with people that was talking shit about her, and she could hear them, and she was like throwing it back at them, and I guess they was like, she is just too much. But I must say, like, it shows that I like Quinsley. Yes, I do, no doubt about that. But I'm a little tickled about Grace, because Grace came in as if she knows Quinsley outside of the beauty school, but she's a freshman as well, and she was like, she don't want people to know that she knew, I guess, Quinsley outside of that. But it was just like, it was just so crazy, because she was like, the girl Quinsley was yelling her name across the room. She wasn't feeling that, and I can understand that. But it was just like, Quinsley was just happy to see somebody that she knew, because she was just getting into it with these other people over here. So ciao, bye. So it gets very interesting. Miss J decides that she wants to put certain people in certain groups for a commercial. And of course, Quinsley was one of them. Grace was one of them. And upperclassmen like Mia, Corey, Neil, and so forth, so on. Those are the ones that stuck out to me. The ones that I just called their names. I ain't trying to bring shade up on nobody else. I'm just saying what stuck out the most to me. Now, I was loving the fact that they was doing this commercial. And at first, it was like Grace didn't want to be a part of Quinsley and want nobody to know her, but she wanted to be in Quinsley group. And, it was like, I think I'm in the wrong group. Can I switch? Can I switch? That was offended Mia and Nia about it, because it's like, really? You gonna really feel like that? Like, I didn't like that. Like, I don't know. Her character on the show is not giving me, like, she's a real true person. I don't know. Maybe it's just for the show. I don't know. I just don't get it, because when they was outside having a break, and Quinsley talking to the other instructors and was saying how she was and her personality is bold and all of this other stuff, and Grace was over there with two other people huddled up, and they was like right there where Quinsley can hear them talking shit about her. So of course she gonna feel a certain kind of way. And I know me as a person, like, if I know you and we may not be just like buddy, but we are cool with each other, like, me, and you over here with these other people talking shit about me, like, that's not cool. But I don't know. But I guess Quinsley know what's up, and I guess they treat each other with a distance. I really don't know what's really on, what's really going on between Grace and Quinsley. It's just like Grace really ain't her friend. That's what we do know. But we know who is her friend, and that's Miss Mia. Now, another thing that struck me about Grace was that when they were doing the project and they was, I guess, supposed to do a little brainstorming, they decided to go to Neil's place of business where, he works. Well, Neil works at a sex shop, okay? Now, I know clearly when she was walking up to the store, she saw that, it was like an exotic place. She comes in talking about, oh, I'm a Christian, and all this other stuff. And Neil was like, hey, well, you may want to hit the door. He was already feeling some kind of way, because she made a comment when he was doing a manicure about AIDS or whatever, but they was talking about open cuts and all this other stuff, and he was nervous. He was being nervous, and she was just like, people got AIDS, but when they hit the air, they ain't got it or whatever. It has to live within somebody's body. Well, he was feeling a certain kind of way, and he addressed it to her. And do you know, Grace didn't even apologize? Like, I really had a problem with that, because I'm just like, it doesn't hurt. You came through the door saying you was a Christian. You probably didn't need to be there anyway. But while you was there sitting on that couch brainstorming, this guy telling you that he have a problem with you saying what you're saying, but you didn't see any harm, because you was like, I didn't, it wasn't towards you. I was just saying. in general, I guess, just speaking, but it offended him. And my thing is this: you're a Christian, like you couldn't let bygones be bygones. Like you couldn't like say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like that really rubbed me the wrong way. But that's why I love Mia, because Mia was like, you know what, Nia, I understand where you come from because I come from the same community, and all I have to say is I apologize for her. So I like that part, but I still wanted Grace to apologize. But hey, to each his own. But I just feel like that was really fucked up of her to not do that. But did y'all see Neil climb up that pole and would slide upside down? I was like, okay, Neil, this is what you do at school, at work, or whatever. But that was kind of cute, like he having fun. But I must say, like with the commercial thing and everything else, bringing them together, you know, um Quinsley over there with Corey. I feel like Corey already had his reserves up. Like people really didn't care for Quinsley. I guess how she was coming in, she came in so strong, and you really, like the instructors was trying to tell her, like you're gonna have to get along. Sometimes you're not gonna win all the battles or whatever. Y'all gonna learn when you get in the workplace that hey, you're gonna be able to have to hold your tongue. You're not gonna be able to say how you're feeling and all this other stuff. So I mean it's a learning experience for them. And I love the fact how she took Mia to her house to meet her mom, and her mother was just like, Queensley never bring anybody home and all this other stuff, and she was just like, well, she's transgender, and her mom was like kind of shocked, but she was acceptance of it. And also we find out that Quinsley has a brother that has cerebral palsy, and her mom depends on her a lot when she can't do the load. So that was like, wow, you just never know what a person go through and come from, you know what I'm saying? And that's probably why she's just always on edge. Well, Corey was the captain, and she was telling him, asking him some directions, and he just kind of flipped out on her. I guess he done had it. But baby, she was like her motto was not going in them woods, not with her red bottoms on. And Cora was like, oh, you mean them red painted ones? Like she painted the bottom of her shoe like they were real red bottoms. And she was like, she shouldn't have to down her. She shouldn't have to down what I guess the vision was supposed to be. If she wanted to wear red bottoms, let's change the scenery. But things got escalated, and Corey might have decided she want to go get to Quincy. And Quincy was like, I'm not even talking to you. So the girl felt some kind of way, but I felt like how the heat was, like she was like, the way that model was acting, like if she was ever to get a chance to get Quinsley, she was going to get her ass, and that was that day. And baby Corey must have tagged her ass really good and was like, not here. Miss J was feeling herself and was like, y'all need to shut up. Everybody just shut up. And Mia, again, being a peacemaker, being a leader, was telling Miss J, sometimes Miss J, you have to solve the problem. Sometimes you just can't just be quiet about it. But she was like, shut up or whatever, and then I didn't like when Miss J was like telling him he can't go in the girls' restroom and all this other stuff. And, he's transgender, that's her place, whatever. He was like, he was just only going to get his cigarettes. He wasn't trying to go in the girls' restroom like that. But Miss J know that Corey has a problem with people calling him a boy and calling him Ryan. Well, she does that. So she was pressing them buttons because she was pissed off. And I was like, you know what? That was very low, because he was only showing respect, and that set him over. He was like, he gonna get out the place. He fits to leave. And he was just saying that's why it was so much of him to, I guess, come back, because it's always some drama going on. It's like, damn, it's like, what else is going on at this school, And of course, Miss J, she's older, her nerves are shot and all this stuff going around. But it's like how she was making it sound like that nobody fights in her school. It looked like fights always go on. It's just that this one was just actually caught on camera, But that was like a lot. And, Quincy was saying how she was feeling. All I'm going to say is it looked like Quincy was recruited to come to this school or whatever because of her personality to bring in ratings. That's what it was giving me. I don't know. It was just like little things that they were saying when she did, come through that on episode 2. So it was just like, did y'all recruit her or whatever? Because you was like, this girl has a bold personality and we needed a little, boldness, a little freshness. So I don't know. I guess because you got them wasn't cutting it. But anywho, I'm loving that and everything else. And it is like, you know what? It is a lot of drama going on. But at the end of the day, Mia is really that leader. And she is a peacemaker. And she wanted, in spite of everything, she came to Miss J and apologized. Miss J wasn't trying to hit the next day. And Mia put on a fabulous show with everybody, the staff, the students, because Miss J decided that she was going to just like cancel the commercial. And the kids was like, this, I'm not going to say the kids because they're not. The students were just like, that's something that they was looking forward to, that they worked through, and then here it is, it's not going to happen. So Mia came up with a great idea for all of them to work together to do a Queen of the Day for Miss J and put on like past blasts from the past of different hairstyles from different decades, and it was really fabulous. It was like really awesome. They did a fantastic job, and then they gave her a cake and they was telling her that they love her, they appreciated her, and all of this stuff. And I was just like, you know what, she really enjoyed it, and it was heartfelt. And come to find out, who was behind the whole thing? Mia. And she had to have a talk with Mia. And, Mia was like, letting her know that, she understand, and she feel like Miss J know her better than her own family. And, she really wanted to show her appreciation and show that she can be a leader. So that was like very, very touching to me. It was just like, seeing Queensley. Also, Miss J want to get down to the bottom of why Queensley don't know how to shut her mouth, what's going on with her. Because sometimes Queensley, it's like, Queensley, please just let it go, but it's like she's on edge. And it makes sense now because, what her mom can't do, she has to do. And that is a lot, to try to take care of her brother and his condition and all of this other stuff. And it was just a lot. And it's just like he's a baby. So it's like, what her mom can't do, like I say, she has to do. So it's like when she comes to this place, it's on edge, whatever. Like she's a ticking bomb, something's got to give. But I'm loving the show, and I want to see more teamwork, and I don't mind the shade now. Let's see it come. But I would like to also see them come more together, and I want to see more of their personality. So I'm excited about it. So far, it's not making Houston look bad overall. But I do like that they added Queensley and, Grace. And I'm seeing a little bit of more of Corey. And I guess Corey is like Miss J's star student. And it's like, nothing really sets him out. So evidently Queensley was hitting some buttons on him. And, it was just like, in spite of everything, he was still trying to pull it together. And Queensley had to do her little rant on him and everything else. I guess because she wasn't feeling him because what he did to her the other day. It's just really something else. So I must say the show is interesting, and you all need to stay tuned and watch it too. And I want to get your, your opinions about it. And like I say, share the video with your friends, your family, and also do the comments too. But I don't know what's going on with the Google comment thing, the new thing. I'm going to have to find out. But if you can comment and let me know what you think about it, let me know. And I'll holler.